It's hard to believe that Dead of Winter, Plaid Hat Games' seminal debut of the Crossroads line, is coming up on its 10-year anniversary. And while the series hasn't always hit, their triumphant return to indie status with the app-driven Forgotten Waters was a promising direction for the series, even if it further muddied what being a Crossroads game really meant. And now we have Freelancers, which might just prove to be the funniest and slickest game in this series yet. Humans are dead. Gonzo, no more. They were bad monsters who polluted the world and are completely unlike the unrelated but also extinct ancients, responsible for these marvelous artifacts of antiquity. But none of that matters. You got a job to do, and that job is whatever half-baked adventure some fool will hire freelancers for. Plaid Hat's latest fully cooperative Crossroads title has each player build characters by combining sheets torn from character and class pads, resulting in some epic combinations serving as the basis for what narrative might or might not unfold, which is really what this game is, a storytelling platform as much Mad Libs as it is skill checks. The way the game works, you choose one of several adventures from the app, it prompts you with narratives, then you make decisions for your party moving along the associated map, encountering narrative moments, and sometimes opening the spiral-bound location book to interact with the world on a more granular level. Combining the app with physical components gives both a sense of tabletop imaginative tangibility with procedurally generated prompts that can vary based off of player characters' prior decisions, timing of actions, and the intersection of your chosen adventures and what the map represents.
You slowly look her up and down before asking if her husband has a fancy watch.
Hey.
You'll do skill checks, you'll level up stats, you'll find loot and get followers and make decisions about how to spend your swiftly running out time. But really, all of this is at the service of story prompts, with unexpected and absurd outcomes yielded for good and bad decisions alike. To say there's no strategy to the game would be wrong, and there are some juicy mechanical nuggets that you can chew on here. Skill checks always have you roll a d20, but for every extra point you have in the skill, you roll an increasingly impressive bonus die, adding the two results and any modifiers together. Which is really helpful because the other coolest element of the game is a real rat bastard of a time management system, where every length of the map you travel, the party draws a token from the bag, maybe getting a cool thing like a little character event based off of your starting or acquired followers, or more than likely one of the two forms of threat that will accelerate the clock of the game, eventually adding more bad stuff to the bag when it resets and acting as a general target number for many of the skill checks. With loads of ways that you can tug at these two systems, it makes for a brilliant balance of resilient determination and anticipatory dread, tethering the story to a more tangible reality. Stylistically, Freelancers is the most original output from this beloved studio in ages, borrowing equally from classic fantasy and punk zine imagery alike, through a lens that's equal measures ironic and sincere. And with Plaid Hat veteran Mr. Bistro returning for story and an experienced cast of voice actors, the gobs of pre-recorded narration is consistently entertaining, if a little slow in its delivery, but far from the unskippable tedium that some app-based games fall victim. The real magic, though, is the ease in which Schultz's design debut gets players actively role-playing, whether it's the ingenious mix and match of character sheets, simplifying backgrounds and stats, and the core question of who am I? Which, yes, there are plenty of sheets and you can print out more online, though a part of me feels like some lamination and wet erase markers wouldn't go amiss, to the concise rulebook and intuitive app complete with a tutorial that doesn't railroad the game, but provides all the guided assistance you can need, to streamlined systems providing only enough structured backbone to make sure things don't go off the rails, to prompts, crossroads, both the event and literal crossroads on the map where you can go in new directions, and situational story beats galore. The game gently eases players in until the next thing they know, they're doing battle with evil Squidwater and wondering what does it mean to hold the title Doomed, and hopefully making some informed decisions based off of cues signposted along the way. Freelancers is not going to be for everybody. It's loose, it's goofy, it's wild, it's often unpredictable, as much a party game as it is a fully decked out RPG, as though the two had some monstrous baby that decided both its parents were totally square, and who are they to tell them that DJing isn't a real job anyway? But for those who relish in Plaid Hat's distinct charm, it's the most cohesive Crossroads game yet, taking what was truly unique from the very beginning and then building upon the distinct elements that Forgotten Waters began to define, and the results are truly fun. And that's our review, but let us know, are you interested in this game? Have you played this game? What is your favorite RPG light introduction to this whole world of role-playing and storytelling? Put it in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, thanks for being an awesome community. You know that I have been Jack with the Cardboard Herald.